Carl sacrificed all his time to reach the top of the company, believing he was building the perfect life for his wife, Sally. But as soon as he achieved financial success, he started treating her like an invisible piece of furniture in their own home, ignoring her even on their wedding anniversary. He thought his fat paycheck and luxurious house were enough to keep her there, until he discovered the hard way that his entire empire was worthless without the one he loved by his side. The brown envelope on the dining table would change everything. Carl slid the promotion contract across the checkered tablecloth, looking into his wife's eyes.
We did it, Sally. Director of Operations. We're never gonna have to count pennies to pay rent at the end of the month again. Our real life starts now.
Sally smiled, proud. In that moment, they had everything they needed. They didn't know that piece of paper would be the beginning of the end.
In the first month, Carl's new office at the factory smelled of leather and success. He was determined to prove he deserved the position. But the comfortable chair came with the constant presence of Mr. Miller, the company owner. It was a Friday afternoon. Carl was finishing packing his briefcase when the door swung open abruptly.
Carl, the productivity reports for the South Fleet just came in. The numbers are terrible.
I can look into that first thing Monday morning, Mr. Miller. My shift is over and...
The competition doesn't rest on the weekends, Carl. If I need to call the former director back to fix this tonight, I will.
Carl swallowed hard. He thought about the new house they were planning to buy. He sat back down and opened his briefcase.
I'll take care of it today, Mr. Miller.
Meanwhile, miles away, the dining room table was impeccable. Lit candles spread a soft aroma through the house. By 8 o'clock, the candles were half gone. By 9, the food was completely cold. The phone rang.
Sally? We had a critical issue. Mr. Miller needed me to stay. I'm sorry. It's just this once. I'll take care of this responsibility and come home.
It's all right, honey. It's important for your work. I'll save your dinner.
But it wasn't just that once. Carl's dedication turned into a dependency on the company. In his mind, he was a hero, securing Sally's high standard of living. He didn't realize he was losing his own life in the process. One Sunday afternoon, after walking alone in the park, Sally returned home to find Carl passed out on the couch. He was wearing the same clothes as the day before, shoes still on his feet.
Carl, it's a beautiful day outside. Wake up a little. We could go for a walk, like we used to.
Just 5 more minutes. I can't take another step today. The factory sucked everything out of me.
He rolled over and went back into a deep sleep. Sally sat in the armchair in silence. His exhaustion had become an insurmountable wall. Loneliness for two was far crueler than truly being alone. Their 10th wedding anniversary arrived. Sally decided to make one last attempt. She bought an incredibly expensive blue silk dress. She looked stunning. She wanted him to truly see her. But at the factory, at 8 at night, Carl was stopped in the hallway.
The auditors arrive tomorrow at 7 in the morning. Sit in that chair and don't leave until the numbers match. Or you can go have dinner with your wife and not bother coming back tomorrow.
The fear of losing everything paralyzed Carl. It was past 2 in the morning when the key turned in the lock. Sally was standing in the dark living room, the blue dress shimmering under the dim light.
Carl, please, look at me. We need to talk. It's our 10th anniversary, and you left me waiting.
Please, Sally, not now. I don't even have the strength to take off my shoes, let alone argue. Later, my love, I really need to rest.
He walked straight to the bedroom. In that exact second, the last spark of hope extinguished. The next morning, Carl woke up reaching for the empty side of the bed. In the kitchen trash can, the new blue dress was thrown away. In the wardrobe, a folded piece of paper. Sally's handwriting trembled on the page.
Carl, I love the man I married, but he doesn't live here anymore. We built a beautiful house, but we left our marriage outside. I no longer want to be just an invisible piece of furniture in your perfectly furnished life. I need to leave before I forget who we used to be.
He couldn't breathe. The perfect house meant nothing without her. He put on his wrinkled shirt, ready to go after Sally. But just as he prepared to leave, his phone went off. Duty called once again. Hesitant, Carl got into his car and drove to the factory with an expression that mixed sorrow and exhaustion. Upon arriving, the first face he saw was Mr. Miller's, who, as usual, demanded the absolute most from Carl.
Carl, I hope you got plenty of rest last night. We're gonna need you for an indefinite amount of time today.
Mr. Miller, actually, I wanted to ask for some time off. My wife is unhappy with how much this job demands of me, and I need to spend more time with her. She needs me. My marriage is at serious risk.
You know, Carl, I shouldn't be telling you this so soon, but I'm thinking about promoting you to vice president.
What?
That's right, son. Are you really going to throw your career in the trash over a ruined marriage? Be smart, Carl. With a vice president's salary, if she doesn't come back, understand this. There are plenty of fish in the sea. You can find a new, less dramatic wife in a week.
Go to hell, Mr. Miller.
What did you say, boy?
I said go to hell, Mr. Miller. This empire of yours cost me my marriage, which was the thing I loved most in this world. Choke on your promotion.
Carl turned his back and never stepped foot in that factory again. He spent days looking for Sally until he finally found her at her mother's house. When they saw each other, Carl begged for forgiveness, but Sally, crying, set her boundary.
I still love you, Carl, but I'm too hurt. I need space to breathe.
For the first time in years, Carl truly heard her. He respected her space. Over the following 6 months, a lot changed. Carl got a new job with normal hours. Sally rented a small apartment and started working at a flower shop. He visited her whenever possible, rebuilding trust, brick by brick. Until, on a busy afternoon, Carl walked into the flower shop. The store was packed, and Sally was rushing back and forth.
Oh, Carl, I'm glad you came, but I can't talk to you right now. A certain Mrs. Love ordered the fanciest bouquet in the shop, and I need to make it perfect. Delivery's in 20 minutes.
That's okay. I'll wait for you to finish.
Carl leaned against the counter and simply watched her work. 15 minutes later, Sally sighed in relief, lifting a stunning arrangement of red roses and lilies.
Okay, it's done. What do you think?
Yeah, I chose very well.
Oh, what do you mean? Do you know the client?
Yeah, you could say that. Will you go on a real date with me, Mrs. Love?
Sally's eyes widened. It clicked.
The fatigue on her face gave way to a genuine laugh, followed by tears of emotion. She hugged the bouquet, and for the first time in years, hugged her husband with a light soul.
They didn't rush things. Carl learned to separate his professional life from his personal life. A year after that encounter at the flower shop, in the same grassy park where they had gotten married, they renewed their vows.
I let my work drown out the best thing I ever had. I promise I will never let you go again.
You better keep that promise, Carl. Because in a few months, you're going to need both strong arms to hold someone else.
Sally said, rubbing her hands over her belly. The tears streaming down Carl's face weren't from exhaustion. They were of pure and absolute life. Often, we forget that the greatest asset we can build is the time spent with those we love. But what about you? Do you think Sally did the right thing by walking away to force Carl to wake up to life? Or do you think the marriage was already lost because of the manipulative boss? Leave your honest opinion in the comments. And if this story touched your heart and made you reflect on how the world turns, I have a special invitation for you. I handpicked an exclusive playlist right here on the channel, filled only with stories about choices, the law of return, and second chances. Valuable lessons most people only learn when it's already too late. Click on the playlist appearing on your screen right now to discover what the next message life has reserved for you today. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and remember, no professional success compensates for failure at home. Until next time.